Perfect.
Who better than Derek, Pat, Andrew, the wrestling crew? Man, they bout to put an end to y'all careers like a finishing move. They bout to give y'all facts on these cats that's fighting on these mats. Y'all can't see them like John Cena. Even if y'all had 20/20 vision, y'all better listen, pay attention, and take notes down and realize that it's not your time now. And watch these three kings take the crown. Hey, hey.
What's going on? This is Sean Maluta, the king of the Savate Kick, and you're listening to Wrestling IQ 101.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Wrestling IQ 101. I'm Andrew alongside Pat and Derek.
What's up, guys?
And make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the page. And we have a sugar rush today as we're sitting with Kid Christian.
Ooh, the sugar rush.
That's funny, man. What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Just relaxing, living life, living a dream at a young age. So
Nice, man. Yeah, man. You got a lot of kids idolizing you right now. Man.
I know.
I wish they could be you, man.
I know that's like me with Roman Reigns and all these other guys. Now they're like me. It's like, wow, okay, all right.
That's funny. So can you tell us kind of how you got started in wrestling?
Well, I mean, my whole life, I just love wrestling as a whole.
Yeah.
It was just everything. Like kids had Barney and their Sesame Street. And I had the WWF. Like, I was at right when The Rock left. So, like, right before he left, he was doing the Rock and Sock and all that shit. And then, am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then he wound up leaving. That's when I stopped watching wrestling. That was about 2004? Yeah. And then I started watching again. That's when I saw John Cena. Yeah. But my dad, he went to the military when I was about 2. Mm-hmm. So when he left, that was, like, the one thing I had of him. When I was about 12, I was like, I'm going to try this thing at some point. And I knew you had to be like 18 or 21 to do it. And when I was 15, or maybe even a little before that, like 13, 14, I'd go to the PWS events, Pro Wrestling Syndicate. And I would beg Pat Buck to just give me a chance all the time. And then when I was 15, he finally was like, all right, if you have a parent sign you a waiver, we'll let you try it. And I was like, oh, all right. I wound up getting hurt doing high school wrestling. That took me out for a couple months. And then in May of 2015, I started wrestling. And I got that opportunity. And then 2 weeks later, I got to be in the Battle Royal, which was amazing.
Yeah. How was it competing in the Battle Royal? Because you had some bigger names now in there.
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking because I was nervous because I was only 2 weeks in and they were like, all right, we're going to put you in the Battle Royal. And I'm like, oh my God, I just learned how to lock up. You're going to put me in the Battle Royal? And, but it was really cool. It was a great experience. All those guys now are doing great. All of them. Yeah. I know Team Espana is doing pretty good from what I've heard. The guy that won, I can't remember his name, but I know he's a part of the Taboo crew.
Yeah,
Matt Johnson. He's doing like a Michael Jackson gimmick right now.
Yeah, he's doing the Sandyman.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Jenkins.
Yeah. He's doing great. Yes. He's doing great. But yeah, all those guys they're great guys, but it was such a great experience getting to be out there in front of all those people. And I was only 15 years old. And it was like, oh, I can't believe it. Felt like I was in WWE for a second, but I would.
So, you trained under two of the best with Pat Buck and DJ Hyde. So just like, how would you compare the two of them and talk about the experiences and compare and contrast a little bit?
Well, they're both strict. They're both good guys, though. Pat, he was a little harder to get along with. DJ is very straightforward, but he's easy to go to if you have a question. I always felt, I'm not shooting on Pat, but I always felt Pat was a little harder to go up to and be like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? I thought he was a little harder to go to. But Preacher's the other trainer at CZW. I'm a lot more closer with him. Mm-hmm. Than DJ, because DJ does all like the top CCW stuff, so he's more busy than Preacher is. And but Preacher's a really good guy. He like both of them. They're really easy to go up to. I had my second match was at Dojo Wars, and my second match at Dojo Wars, I faced DJ. He kicked the shit out of me. He beat the shit out of me. I can tell you, like, I got to wrestle him, and he was chopping me left and right.
He's kind of stiff, right?
He's very stiff. Very stiff. I forgot wrestling was fake for a second when I got my ass kicked. But yeah, they're both good guys. Pat's a phenomenal worker. I think he's a great guy. But yeah, both of them are really good guys. They're both really good to train by because they both have amazing knowledge in wrestling.
I think DJ is real cool. We just talked to him like last week and just pretty much like you said, he's a real cool guy, down to earth, and he's
Oh, yeah.
a real honest guy too. You know, he'll just say how it is.
Oh yeah,
Definitely. So coming up, you're a kid, you're watching wrestling. Who's like, who are you watching on TV that's like your favorites? That makes you want to go into wrestling.
At that time, it was definitely The Rock, because The Rock reminded me of my father.
Yeah.
And then John Cena was a big one. That's all the kids of my generation.
Yeah.
The kids now.
That's my son too. He loves John Cena.
Yeah. It was John Cena. I loved Triple H. I thought Triple H was the best. His entrance, he was the guy that made me like want to choreograph entrances because I loved his entrance. Him and Edge, who's on TV still, right? Yeah, both of those guys. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my post on Facebook, but 2 years ago I met Roman Reigns.
Oh,
And
right.
he's a huge inspiration on me. And most people, like, they mock me and stuff, but, like, when you get to meet that guy and you get to tell him, or, like, if you get to meet any inspiration of yours and you get to tell them, like, yo, you know, you're one of the reasons why I want to do this. Because Roman was a big one.
Yeah.
And, you know, for them to say, like, oh, yeah, thank you, you know, I hope that you do go somewhere. You know, a couple months later, I wound up starting to wrestle. And then I met him.
Yeah.
I met him again at the SummerSlam Access thing. What was it, like, last year?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Last year in Brooklyn. And he remembered who I was, and he like sat me down for like 5 minutes, giving me all this knowledge when there's like hundreds of people waiting for him. And he's telling like the person that's like, Roman, you gotta heal. He's like, no, I want to talk to him. He like sat me down for 5 minutes. Randy Orton was another guy too,
Yeah.
big one, because he was very young when he started.
Yeah.
24 years old when he won the first title, right? When he won his first title.
24 SummerSlam 04.
The youngest.
So that was like, if he could do it that young, I
Right.
can too.
Is it true you own every John Cena shirt?
Who said that? Who said that? Okay, I have every John Cena shirt up to I think it's the green one, the light green one that he did.
Okay.
And then I stopped. I'll be honest, I stopped.
Stop. You still a fan of his, or you
Which
just, you
one's
just
your
stopped
favorite
being a fan of him?
Which was my favorite shirt?
Has to be the pink breast cancer one, right?
Probably. Yeah, I like the pink one. I do have every Roman Reigns shirt though. I'll be honest about that.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. So it's kind of funny because you know, when I was thinking about you, and kids are like they like love you. They're like big fans of you, and it's funny like that. You know, like John Cena and Roman Reigns, like those are your like two of your favorites, and kids are like big fans of them as well. So it's kind of like you're following in the same path.
Exactly.
Except people don't hate you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not on Roman's path yet. They're not shoving it down people's throats yet. But when that happens, I know I'll feel it.
You get a couple wins. You keep winning all the time, they'll start hating you. Then.
Yeah, I know, especially against all these big names. That's not good.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
I wanted to talk to you about Bayville. You lost the Cruiserweight Championship after a great match with Sean Maluda. Can you talk about wrestling him and then the effects afterwards with that scale? I think it was rigged.
Trust me, I know it was rigged. It was. I mean, facing Sean was just a great experience. You know, somebody that's in the Cruiserweight Classic or 205 Live right now, who was just on NXT last night. You know, somebody that's out there right now, like doing big things, and in a family that I look up to. You know, all the Samoans over there. You know, he was a great guy. You know, gave me a lot of knowledge, gave me a lot of good advice. You know, it was really easy wrestling him. Really easy guy. He kicks hard, very hard. But it was a great match overall. But when Tommy the Moose and the Five Guys came out, and I found out it was Tommy the Moose that was gonna kick my ass, you know, it sucked because I don't know if you guys know Jordan Oliver.
Yeah.
You guys know him.
Yeah.
You know that's in real life that's my best friend. Honestly, that's my best friend besides you. But that is my best friend. You know, he's a great kid with a bright future, and I thought maybe it would have been his time to, you know, win the title. You know, when I found out that Tommy had the scale and everything, you know, it sucked, especially when he powerbombed me through the ring. But, you know, it was a hard feeling because I won the belt 2 days after my birthday last year. And, you know, after I won that belt, it was like, all right, now it's time to take myself to another level. That's why I faced like guys like Sean, guys like Leo Rush, and had great matches with both of them. And Sonny Kiss was another one that I loved that match.
Yeah.
That match was phenomenal. But now that I lost the belt, now I got to just work harder to show them, like, no, I kind of deserve that. I got to kind of, like, show this company that maybe I am the face of this place.
Yeah.
Maybe go after something bigger. I don't know. That'd be cool, though.
Sonny Kiss has such a unique personality.
Oh, I love Sonny.
Do you find that a little intimidating getting in the ring with him, or was it just like a normal day at work?
That's how you have to think of it every time.
Yeah.
It's a normal day. No matter who you face, it's a normal day. They could put me against John Cena tomorrow. It's a normal match to me. You know?
That's awesome.
Can't get nervous like that. I did that one time with Leo Rush, and I thought I was going to fail. But I did really good, so.
When you talk about Leo Rush, the company puts you over on Leo Rush, like you beat Leo Rush, how much confidence does that give you? And when you look at the company, it makes you think like the kind of confidence they have in you to kind of be the face. Like, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I feel great. You know, when they told me I was going over against Leo, it was shocking because I was like, you know, Leo's somebody I really looked up to in the Indies because, you know, he's not big. He's been doing this just as long as me, maybe a couple months earlier than me he started. Because I know he just hit 2 years or something. I'm coming up on 2. But, you know, he's really, really good. And he's Ring of Honor right now. And for them to look at me and go, we're going to put you over against Leo, I was like, wow, like, I got to show people now what I got. So I put everything I had against him. Like, everything was on the line for that. Like, I would tell my friends, my family, like, if I fuck up, my career's over. So I tried not to forget anything. But he was a great guy. That's a great guy right there. If you guys get a chance to put him on here, that's a guy you want to talk to right there. I'll tell him. I'll text him. I'll tell him. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now I'm going to ask, so you say you're coming up on 2 years doing this. How do you handle, like, the popularity? Because I was at a UWA Elite show, and, like, you came out with Jordan Oliver, and, like, girls are, like, going crazy. So how do you handle this popularity at this age?
It's weird because I was always bullied, like, in this stuff. Yeah. Always. Like, now people kiss my ass because I'm doing it. But you know, my whole life I was bullied. He knows. I would get bullied on the bus just wearing a John Cena shirt. Kids would rip me alive. Yeah. And, you know, now, like, people are like, oh, can I have your autograph? Oh, can I take a picture? Oh, my God, you're so hot. It's like, whoa, well, okay. And then my girlfriend's standing right there, so now you got to be like, Yeah. But, you know, when I handle the popularity, you know, I'm just nice to everybody. Yeah. Thank them for their support. Thank you for buying my T-shirt and 8x10. You know, because that's what you have to do. You have to thank them because without the fans, you know, we're all nothing. It's true when they said that. Like, when I was younger, I used to be like, nah, it's bullshit. You got to work hard to get where you're at. It's them. They are the reason. Like, I would have never got the opportunity to win the Cruiserweight title if it wasn't for all those people. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's basically, I think I said to DJ that, like, 99% of the guys that have come on, they're all fans. Like, the wrestlers, they all started out as fans. You know, we do what we do because we were fans. You know, everyone's gotten to, like, where we are just because of fans. Wrestling's successful because of the fans. You know, exactly. It's crazy.
So, another question I want to ask too. You touched on, like, you were bullied. So you were bullied in school, and then now wrestling is kind of like you're the smaller guy. So sometimes guys are still trying to bully you now.
Oh yeah.
So how does it feel, kind of like being that symbol for children who may be watching you, and they may be in that same situation you were in when you were bullied, that they're probably still getting bullied as well?
Oh, it feels great, you know, to like be a very small guy to go against these guys like DJ Hyde who are like 280 pounds, like 6'3", and you know, to still like show them like you can't let anybody just because of their size make you feel like you're nothing. You know, like size to me really does not matter. No, I'm not talking about in that way, but height, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, I know wrestling's not the most real thing in the world, but you know, even like my friend, he's a professional boxer. He knows, you know, you can be short. It's about your skill and about your heart, like the passion that you have for something. Like that's gonna get you far. That's one big thing I was always told in this business. If you show that you have the passion for it and you work hard, you know, great things will come your way.
I want to talk about Jordan Oliver. You said he's one of your best friends. Mm-hmm. Do you rather work him in a wrestling match, or would you rather be teaming with him, or both?
Yeah, I love both. Like when we do the Destin Ones thing, it's the most fun I have, honestly. Like, because we did it real quick at SWF. It was like real quick. It was like one match against Grimm or something like that. Mm-hmm. It was quick, and then they shut it down real quick because they liked us separate.
Okay.
But UWA was like, oh, we like the Destin Ones thing. We're going to put it on here. And when we did it and how over it was at UWA, you were there, right? Yeah. That was the first time we did that there. And, like, the reaction we all got, like, when we got in the ring, we looked at each other like, God damn, these people like us. Holy shit, this is crazy. And then later on that night, we came out to do a promo, and they went insane when they saw it was us because they turned the lights off or some shit, which I don't know why they did that. But they shut the lights off and they turn them back on and it's us. And everybody's like, oh! I look at him again. I'm like, yo, this is going to be good. We're getting the tag titles. I know that. But working him is really fun. I actually get to work him March 11th. I'm working him. Actually, it's funny. We're actually doing the Destin ones at UWA. They were driving the SWF to face each other. So that should be a very interesting day. We already got stuff planned, so it's going to be really fun, though.
That's funny. So, talking about UWA Elite, you also have like Kyle the Beast there in Arcadia. You ever go up to them and pick their brains about some stuff? Because they've been doing it a while.
Of course.
And Arcadia has been doing it for, I feel like, forever. But with Jersey All Pro Wrestling, one of the biggest companies.
Mm.
So you ever just like...
Oh, yeah. Like when I faced Arcadia, that was my first match at UWA. It was my first match, my debut match. He did like an open challenge, and I was the first guy to walk out. And I came out all crazy because I did the Sugar Rush thing, and they were like, all the fans were like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Because I guess none of them knew who I was. They all looked at me like I was a kid on cocaine, just like running around the ring and shit. And I was like talking fast on the mic. They were all like, what? And I saw the fans like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with him? But Arcadia is one of my favorite guys in UWA. And so is Kyle the Beast because they're both really good. Like when I did the Middlesex County Fair, they would do like training days. And I did one day with Kyle. And me and him, we were just wrestling. And he would call spots and I would just listen. I'd just keep going and going. Like if I was to have a match with him, it would be fucking amazing. I can tell you that. It'd be amazing. But they always give me good advice every time I see them, especially Arcadia. He, I think he just made a match happen. It's going to be me versus him versus Jordan. I don't remember what the date is. I think it's in April.
Okay.
But that's going to be really fun because I know we're all high flyers, so we're all going to be flying all over the place.
Yeah.
But I think I'm the only face in that match, honestly. So that should be fun. Hopefully I go over.
A couple weeks ago, that was Derek's first time at UWA Elite. And I had gone to the fair a couple times and seen you guys. And I've been going to the last couple shows at UWA Elite. And he was kind of surprised like how good every single match on that show is.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel that show is more competitive than other shows you're on, or is it, you know? 'Cause to me, like from the start of that card to the end, you could pick any of those matches, standalone, great matches.
Oh, yeah. Like this year, like last year I would have been like, But this year, the way that they started was amazing. Like from their opening show to a couple weeks ago was just like mind blowing because I was in the back and I was talking to Jordan and a couple other guys. I'm like, damn, like they really upgraded. Like especially like bringing newer guys in, like guys that really, really know what they're doing. And, you know, I think that they have a chance of being one of those top companies if they keep rolling the ball like how they're going right now. I think they could be up there.
Yeah, because I was even telling Andrew, like when we went there, it was like, if you just look at the guys, you'll think like, you'll look at them like, these guys aren't wrestlers. Mm-hmm. But you'll see a match, and it's like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like every match was amazing. It was my first time. And the thing I like about there, we were in South River, and the fans, they're like so invested into it.
Oh yeah,
it's like the fans they like love it, and we were like talking to fans too, and they're like they come to all the shows.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like they know all the storylines and everything. Yeah, it's like it's crazy. It's really good, man. So
and like it's cool because like fans because this isn't WWE where it's like a weekly process. It's like once a month, maybe twice a month if you're lucky, and like the fans remember every single thing from every single match, from every single storyline. It's like, how? Yeah. How do you do that? Like, unless they sit down and like replay the shows over and over again until they get there. Yeah. But it's amazing. It's awesome.
And we like sit next to like some old lady, and she's like, "Oh, were you here 3 weeks ago? And they did this, and you remember this?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you know all this stuff? Like, what's going on? But it was a great show. I loved it, man. I'll definitely UWA Elite. I'll definitely be checking it out more.
Oh yeah. Sure. Next week, I think they're doing March 10th and 11th. I don't know what I'm doing the 11th, but I know March 10th. It's me and Jordan versus Corey Dillinger and oh my god, what's his name? Hedges.
Hedges.
The law firm.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were like, we were at the show, and there's like, that sounds like a law firm.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, because I knew his real name. His real name was in my head, but I want to say his work name.
That's at Linwood, right?
Yeah.
Linwood. Okay. All right. So, what do you say to like other like kids. I feel so bad calling you a kid. Number one,
It's okay. It's my first
but
name.
yeah, what do you say to like other kids who they're trying to get into wrestling like at an early age? Like, what are the things that they have to do in order to be successful?
Just work hard. Work hard and be humble. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
Like, if you just work hard and you keep your close friends, because in wrestling, unfortunately, like not everybody you can trust.
Yeah.
I had to learn that the hard way. And you'll get your fair share of people that you can trust, but like always focus on your one goal. Pick one goal, go after it, be humble, and get there. Appreciate the fans, and you'll make it far. Like that's what I learned. And I've only been doing this for 2 years, and I think for 2 years, I haven't done as much as Leo Rush, but I've done enough for a 17-year-old kid in 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Where'd you get this Sugar Rush gimmick from?
I came up with that at home, just out of nowhere, because I started off as Christian Navarro, just my regular name. And then I did a party at Creative Pro, and we were in the locker room, and Stallion from Creative Pro, do you guys know him?
Mm-hmm.
He came up to me, he was the announcer that night. He was like, "Oh, what's your name?" I'm like, "Oh, Christian Navarro." He goes, "Oh, I like that name." And then Pat Buck walks over and he goes, "Why don't you call yourself Kid Christian?" I'm like, ugh. All right, put Kid Christian. Because I thought it was stupid. I didn't like the name. And then, like, some people didn't like the name. Some people did. And then I was like, well, if Pat came up with it, oh, my God. I was like, if Pat came up with it, maybe I'll get on PWS's main show. Maybe, like, that's like a sign. So I ran with it, and I'm like, well, I got to come up with some kind of gimmick. I can't just be myself. And I sat down. I'm like, well, if I'm playing a kid, and I'm a kid, what do kids do? Well, kids have fun. Kids eat candy. Oh. Well, what happens when kids eat candy? They get hyper and they have sugar rushes. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm the Sugar Rush now. And then I came up with that and I had no idea what to do with it. No idea. I would just come out with Sugar Rush on my ass and just go, yeah, I'm the Sugar Rush. And everybody would be like, I don't get it. No idea. And then like guys like Josh Adams and Arcadia, they'd be like, yo, why don't you come out with candy? You ever think about coming out with candy? I was like, Then I started coming out with candy and fans fucking loved it. I was like, okay, I'm going somewhere with this.
Oh, you know what? I meant to tell you this. Gibbs, he tweeted at us like earlier today. He said he was going to break every bone in your body.
I bet he did.
His exact words were that, because we said we were going to have you on the show tonight, and he said this is how you're training to get your bones broken by him going on the podcast.
Damian Gibbs, I love his work, but he's such an asshole. Such an asshole. That's why I can't wait to drop kick him in his fucking face on Saturday. So excited.
Oh man, no, that's funny. That's funny. So, all right, how do you manage like wrestling and training and like still being a kid at the same time?
I mean, it's hard. I mean, because when you're in wrestling, you kind of have to mature really quickly. I had to learn that the very, very hard way.
Yeah.
And, I mean, at the time, it was like, all right, I'm going to train Monday, Tuesday. Then that's it. I'm just going to watch WWE and hang out with my friends. Now it's like, all right, I'm going to go to the gym Monday. Then I'm going to train Tuesday. Dojo Wars Wednesday. And then the same thing until I have to wrestle again on a weekend. So, like, basically, I barely get to see my friends at all because it's always, like, studying wrestling on TV. So, like, I always watch 205 Live, and the Cruiserweight Classic I'll watch over and over again. And my big one's Lucha Underground. I watch that all the time. That's my thing. To just study tape. Like, I barely see my girlfriend because I'm, like, always, like... And if she's with me, it's Lucha Underground on the TV. And me just with my notebook, just like, all right, that's a pretty good move. Okay. And, but that's pretty much it. I mean... When I get that opportunity of free time, which is usually Sunday, because like if I wrestle Friday, Saturday, I like to relax Sunday. But sometimes I'll just be like, you know what? I'm going to go see my friends. And then I'll go hang out with my friends. And that's always great. I mean, the only free kid time I have is in school because I have to be there. Yeah. But that's pretty much it, really. But when I get that opportunity to have free time, I like to see my friends. Awesome. That's the best part.
I saw your first Tough Enough video.
Oh my gosh.
Is there going to be another one?
No. No.
I want to see the sequel, man.
Okay, maybe.
That's funny, man.
No, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
My name is Christian Navarro. Yeah. I know that video.
Yeah.
Well, are they doing Tough Enough again? I don't think so. I don't think
Okay,
they're doing it. I know that got cut because I was told that the Cruiserweight Classic, if it did really well, that was going to take the place. So hopefully, fingers crossed,
the
Classic.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've been seeing like the United Kingdom tournament had 2 19-year-olds in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be 18 in July. I'll be 19 within a year, so that's gonna fly. You never know. Maybe next year I'll be in the Cruiserweight Classic. Maybe the year after. That's my goal right now.
Yeah,
is to be there right now.
It's
And
possible.
I don't know if you guys saw. I was in Brooklyn a couple weeks ago for Fibro, and I was in the Matt Striker Invitational, and I picked his brain. Matt Striker is a great guy. And he came up to me and he was like, dude, you got it all. For a young kid, you got it all.
Yeah.
He goes, your timing's good, your positioning's good, everything's good. Don't do anything stupid. He goes, WWE right now, I don't know, because you're really small. They're looking for those really, really tall, big guys. But you right now, Mexico, Japan, Lucha Underground. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't hear that from guys that
Exactly.
are
From a
working
guy-
for those places.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Lucha Underground? Really? You said that? Awesome.
Yeah. Seriously, in Lucha, it's like everyone is basically just
My
like
height,
you
my
know?
size.
Yeah.
You know, we just fly and do twists. Yeah.
Talking about lucha, it's very SWS is very lucha underground heavy.
Mhm.
You know, they bring in Brian Cage, they're bringing in Sexy Star and other people. Do you feel like they're like you get to watch them on TV and then you see them in person? Like that's the first thing you do. You just go over to them and like pick their brain too, or do you just
Well, I meet them, say hello, give them their space because I don't want them to think I'm weirdo. Give them their space, let them do their matches and stuff. If they have the chance, I'll ask them to watch my match and then get their feedback, and then I'll pick their brain right there. Which I'm very excited for because I mean all those guys are there right now. They're all going to be there Saturday.
Yeah.
So I mean I know Brian Cage. He's really good for a big guy. He can
yeah.
move.
Yeah.
He can move.
I saw him live against the Ryback a couple weeks ago.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I heard that match was really good.
Yeah, the Starland Ballroom. I was so disappointed that it ended. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, they can go like another 15 minutes and it'd still be a great match.
Oh, they're great guys, both of them. I never got to meet Ryback. I met Brian once when I was a fan. He was a nice guy, so I know he's not going to remember me now. But but I'm definitely going to pick his brain on Saturday. I was told that Melissa Santos needed a ride from the airport, and I was like, ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Melissa
that's
Santos.
crazy.
But then Jordan was like, that's Brian Cage's girlfriend. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Oh man.
You don't want to make him mad.
Yeah, I don't want to make him mad. I want him to follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, right. He'll probably hate you.
He'll eat me alive. He'll switch his match from facing TJ Marconi to facing me.
And also, were those some of your goals to go to Mexico and Japan?
Oh yeah, big time goals. Because especially Mexico. Because I mean that's my style over there.
Mhm.
High flying, you know, all that cool stuff. In Japan, I like it out there too. You know, I watch their matches even though they're like 3 hours long. But
Yeah.
you know, everybody has their own individual styles. And that's what I want. I want to gain individual styles. So, like, right now, I have a little bit of technical, but a lot of high-flying and cruiserweight action. But I want to have a little bit of everything, a little bit of strong style. You know? Like, I want to add more stuff to be one of the best wrestlers in the world, which is not going to happen anytime soon because I'm so young. But I have all this time, and that's why people are like, dude, you're going to go far because you started at 15. Man, you're good now. Wait till you're, like, 21 or wait till you're 30.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow. You know, so I hope to like gain more knowledge from everywhere.
Yeah, before you came here, like we were talking about that, and I was just like, damn, this kid is like so good, and he's like so young. You're like, yo, when he gets like 25, he's gonna be like a beast, man.
I hear
it's
that
gonna be
all
crazy.
the time. All
Yeah,
the time.
you're gonna be killing it, man. Definitely for sure.
Like,
So when you're like, you know, you're like 12, 13, and you're telling, you know, your family, you know, I want to be a wrestler. I'm going to be a wrestler. Like, what are they saying to you?
well, my dad, when I told him, he was like, "Oh, go for it. But in the back of his mind, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
My mom, oh yeah. No, it's not gonna happen. My grandma, no, you're not going nowhere. My uncle, yeah, okay, Christian, okay. My other uncle, I mean, if you can try, but you're gonna get your ass kicked. And my brothers are like, oh yeah, do it, because they're like this big. So it's like, all right. But I know deep down they all believed I was gonna do it, but at this age, they had no idea. So like when I started training, they were like, no, this ain't gonna happen. 2 weeks later when I started, like when I went on my first show, they're like, oh my God. So like, I mean, you know, you have support from some family members, but when it's a career like this, it's like no, that's not gonna happen because I mean it's so hard to get in this line of work.
Yeah.
Like it's not every day where you're just gonna get that call and go, oh yeah, you're gonna be in WWE. Like that just doesn't happen. You got years and years and years of hard work, and you always gotta have a backup plan when it comes to this type of business. That's the only thing that sucks. But I don't got a backup plan. I plan on being in Lucha Underground. I plan on working for Japan or Ring of Honor or WWE. Like that's it. Like I don't want nothing else. That's it.
So I want to ask you about another guy that's been killing it and a former guest of the show, Anthony Bowens. Tell me about your relationship with Bowens.
You guys heard about that? That
He's one of your
is
favorites.
my big brother.
Yeah.
My big brother. Anthony, you know, when I first came to PWS, it was weird for me because I was so small and I was young. And you got all these guys that are jacked or they're way older than me. He was the first guy to walk up to me. I'll never forget it. I was walking towards the ring, and I didn't know where this big giant figure was behind me, and I got so scared. And I look over, and he's like, he didn't even look at me. He was like, I'm Anthony Bowens. I may seem like an asshole, but I'm a really nice guy. If you ever have any questions, just come up to me. And he's always taking care of me, like, because I couldn't drive at the time, and he would wait with me until my mom came. Like, he was always there for me. Like, even now, like, I got kicked out of PWS, first person that called me and comforted me the whole time. I talked to him every week, at least once a week. Like, I'm hanging out with him soon. Like, he's somebody that's so good, and I know he's going to be at WWE. I know it. I just know it. Like, right now, it's not happening because I know they got so many guys in NXT in the Performance Center, but I know when that one guy gets fired, he's going to be that one guy that they call. I know it because he's just got it all. He's got the look. You know, he's a good-looking guy. He's got the perfect body for it. He's 5'10", so he's got a little bit of height on him, but that mass makes up for all that height.
Yeah.
Like Neville, he's about 5'10", but he's jacked.
Yeah.
But Anthony's a phenomenal worker, a phenomenal person. You guys had him on here, right?
Yeah.
Great guy. You know, I love that guy. Like, if he was to die tomorrow, I'd bawl. But I know, but if he was to get signed tomorrow, I'd be the happiest person on the planet.
I think we all would.
Yeah.
He's just a phenomenal wrestler. And,
Really good dude.
He's another guy I look up to in this business a lot.
And to see, like, the second that he was on NXT, the Authors of Pain, you know, he
Yeah.
got hurt. And,
Oh, man, I was so upset. I called him right away, talking to him.
it was funny because I remember when he was with Bowens, with Wayward and Gimbal, I was like, man, the Untouchables, I'm like, this guy is really, when they break apart, this guy's really going to skyrocket. And
Yeah.
sure enough, boom, this guy's now.
I used to hate him as a fan. I used to hate him because I'll never forget. I went to PWS shows with my friend Tyler, and one show he came out, I was like, oh, he's pretty good. The next show he was bigger. Then the following show he was bigger, and I'm like, no, this is bullshit. Because if I go to the gym and I don't get that big, this is bullshit. I hate him. And then I was so scared of him when he came up to me the first time, and now I'm so close with him now. He's my best friend, my brother. I love that guy. Love him so much.
Oh man, that's funny. So when you first got started, what were some of the obstacles that you faced?
Some obstacles. I mean, pretty much just earning everybody's respect. And that was the hardest thing. Because, I mean, I was young. I was immature. I didn't know how you had to act in this business. I was only 15. And, you know, it would take guys like Anthony and guys like the Heavenly Bodies, Mark and Justin Carino and Dan Moff to look at me and go, you got to act this way and not another way. And I'd be like, oh, damn. But, you know, and learning was the hardest part too. Like, that was hard. Like, learning, like, combinations and different moves and stuff. Because I didn't think that I'd be able to do stuff like that, especially guys that are so big. Mm-hmm. And overcoming the fear of being out there in front of thousands of people in just underwear. That was a huge one. That was a huge one. Because Anthony was the reason why I wear biker shorts. Because he yelled at me for wearing shorts. And he was like, no, you're wearing biker shorts. I'm like, Ant, but I don't want... He goes, you're going to do it because I do it. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's that big brother fight that we get into. That was a good one, yeah.
So did you have like a welcome to wrestling moment?
Not really. It was kind of like I walked in and it was get down to business right away. Like I didn't get hi, welcome to wrestling. You're going to be a professional wrestler. It was, all right, take a bump. What? I don't know. Do this, do that. Boom. I'm like, ugh. And I try. I'll never forget my first bump. I thought I died. I was like, ugh.
I'm glad you didn't, because
yeah, right.
Now we get to see you wrestle.
Imagine like my first practice bump, my career was over.
Oh man,
So I want to talk about SWS. You get to work with Chad and Rob Fury, and they've opened up so many matches for you to do and stuff like that. Are you talk about being grateful to them? Is that something that you want to keep doing for them? Keep wrestling for them? Keep growing? Help them grow?
Oh, of course, that's my home. When I got kicked out of PWS, I was scared, and because I had nowhere to go, and I felt like I've tried so hard in the few months I was there that it was like, now it's all over. Like, now what am I gonna do? And Rob Fury was the one guy that called me. Besides Anthony, he was one guy that called me and was like, "I'm gonna take you in, and I'm gonna make you great." And it was because of Dan Moff, honestly, that happened, because Dan knew the whole situation, what happened. He was kind of involved, not in a bad way, but he was involved. And he told Rob, take care of this kid and make him great. And Rob said, well, if he works hard, I'll make him great. And that's all I did, because I knew that I had no home. And if I wanted to make a name for myself, I'd have to work my ass off. And I'd have to do shit that I've never done before and just try it and keep working and working. And, I worked so hard, I wound up winning my first title and then going on and facing guys like, again, Leo and all these guys and more names that I already heard. I'm not going to say now because I'd rather have it a surprise. But, it's amazing, like, the opportunities I'm getting right now, especially at my age. It's a very humbling experience I'm getting right now. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, let's see. So in independent wrestling today, like, who are some of your favorites?
Anthony Bowens, Leo Rush, Shane Strickland, because I saw him work Jordan, and that match was awesome. And I have one more. I like Joey Ryan's character. I think he's fucking hilarious.
He's awesome.
I think he's fucking phenomenal. If I was to ever see him in a locker room, I'd shake his fucking hand and say, "You are fucking fantastic."
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Oh no! I would not. No.
Oh man!
You'll be the first person to touch it.
I would not.
Man, you gotta start to flip people in your mouth.
Yeah, right. Yeah, those are pretty much my top guys in the indies right now.
He has like the funniest taunt with the body lotion. And he like I'm like, oh my god, that is the funniest thing ever. And he like rubbing his chest and stuff like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, Joey Ryan is funny. We saw him wrestling, and he was like in a battle royal, and he like literally had like 7 guys in a line. And
was that at WrestlePro?
I think it was. And he threw all of them out.
Yeah.
And before the match, it was weird because you know how he gives lollipop.
Yeah.
A grown ass man took the lollipop. And put it in his mouth.
Come on.
That was like the weirdest thing of that night. But Joey Ryan, he's amazing. I love that guy. Man.
Yeah, he's amazing. I love him.
Oh man.
So obviously you're always the face, but I wanted to ask you about the Destroyer. Tell me about
that. Well, when I was younger and I did a little backyard wrestling like most wrestlers do, I needed a name, and one day I was just like, I'm going to call myself the Destroyer, and I'm going to beat up everybody, and it turned out I only faced Spider-Man. And that was with my friend Chris. We did this thing called WTF, and no, it does not stand for what the fuck. It stands for World Takedown Federation. And me and him just wrestled Spider-Man on a trampoline every day. And then I met these 2 kids, Darius and Tyler, at a PWS event. And they wanted me to come to Carteret to do their backyard thing. And they were like, oh, well, do you have a name? And I was like, I was embarrassed. And I was like, well, what are your names? And then they said all these names. And I was like, oh, well, I'm the Destroyer. And they looked at me like, what? Okay, because at the time I was like 106 pounds and just bone. And they were like, yeah, Destroyer my ass. Okay, sure. And, that was fun. It was my fun that I had at that time. Just a kid dreaming of one day being in a natural ring and not tires, plywood, and bungee for ropes that we almost died. My friend, actually, a funny story. They did a battle royal and I flew to Miami. And they did a battle royal and my friend got eliminated, and when he got eliminated, his foot got caught on the rope, and he broke the ring. You were there for that, right? It was the funniest thing ever.
Oh my goodness! So, can you tell us with wrestling, what is your ultimate goal in wrestling?
My ultimate goal is to main event WrestleMania and win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Wow.
That is my ultimate goal. I
First
tell,
person who's ever said that.
I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That should be everybody's
That's
goal.
what. That's
Not the
yeah,
universal
that's
That should be
title?
everybody's goal. Yeah. That's not a real title. That's not the real thing. I want the one that everybody's been holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Not just one person.
They give me the universal title. I'll be real happy. I'm like,
Yeah, right?
I'm taking these.
Yeah, just win any title, I guess. And then I want to main event WrestleMania.
Hell yeah.
That's the main thing. I want to wrestle in front of 100,000 people and millions around the world. Like that's my goal. That's all I want. That should be everybody's fucking goal.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
Definitely.
100%.
You keep up with WWE today?
I've actually been off, and my girlfriend got us tickets to Monday Night Raw in 2 weeks. I have no idea what the hell's going on. So it should be really interesting when I show up, and I'm like, what? Who's that guy? Like, but I don't know. I've been catching up with a little bit of Roman Reigns. I know he's doing a couple different things. I don't know if he's fighting The Undertaker. I don't know if he's fighting Braun Strowman. I don't know what the hell's going on. That's the only thing I've been focused on when it comes to Monday Night Raw and Smack. I don't watch SmackDown at all because I just forget. I don't watch SmackDown. I just watch the 205 Live. But yeah, I don't really keep up with WWE that much anymore. Just focus on myself.
Yeah,
Watch my own
gotta
stuff.
do your own stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. So let's talk about like how Roman is one of your favorites. Because with these guys, they always give me slack because I'm not saying I love Roman Reigns, but I don't hate Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Just like John Cena, I don't hate John Cena.
Yeah.
I don't love
No.
John Cena.
Yeah.
These two here, they don't even know why they hate John Cena or Roman Reigns.
Oh!
They're just. Oh wait,
I will say this.
wait, hold on. What do we got here? A couple of haters.
I do know that. I do know that.
I will say this. I got to meet Roman at iPlay a couple years ago.
That's when I met him the first time.
And cool dude.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
But I just don't believe the hype in his matches. I just, that's just me personally.
Mhm.
I think, he has the same couple moves, like kind of like Cena. But I think like guys like AJ are so much better
Yeah.
than him. But I mean, what do I know? He's in the main event of all the shows.
I mean, Roman, he's a phenomenal worker, I think. I think he knows what he's doing. Talking, not so much.
Yeah.
I think he can
Yeah.
definitely work on that. But I feel like the person he is in the ring and who he is outside are two different people.
Really?
And that's why
Yeah.
he is such a good figure for kids.
Yeah.
And just to put the company over. Like, he's good at that outside of the company. Like, outside of Monday Night Raw talking on the mic. Like, I feel like if they didn't give him a script, I think that might be his problem. Like, he can't remember.
True, probably.
But I feel like if he didn't have a script and he just talked, like, I feel like he'd be great.
Yeah.
Because I seen his stuff in NXT. I don't know if you guys did.
Yeah.
Like, when he was heel, everybody loved him.
Yeah.
They thought he was phenomenal. Like, he was the next big thing. Now it's like, stupid
Yeah.
SWAT guy. You know?
I thought their triple threat was better in FCW. They had one with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, that's so much better than the one
That
they
was
had.
a battleground or
yeah,
whatever.
I was like, damn, like they should put that. They should have done that match.
Yeah.
I blame Daniel Bryan. Everybody wants Daniel Bryan to have every championship,
Yeah.
win every Royal Rumble,
That's
every
why,
money in the
that's
bank.
why I did
Yeah,
not
That's
like
why
Daniel
they,
Bryan.
that's why they hate
Yeah.
Roman
I
Reigns.
did not like Daniel
I
Bryan.
love Daniel Bryan.
But that was also WWE's fault. I felt like when they had that chance, like the Batista win at the Royal Rumble, when they had that chance for him to win, that's when they should have had him win.
They didn't let him win, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was stupid of them to have him win the following year because it was too obvious.
Exactly.
They should have waited a year or two after. They just right away. Oh yeah, they loved him last year. They're gonna love him this year. Nope.
Nope.
Dude came out and got booed out of the building.
They were there.
Yeah, we were there. Yeah, I've been to a Raw where Triple H came back from the tour quad 2002, and I thought that was one of the biggest roars I've ever heard. And then I was there in 2008 when Cena came back, and the place just booed him out the building. And then we went to the Royal Rumble, and like The Rock came out, and I never heard them actually turn the music up louder,
Yeah.
like to the point where I'm like,
That was
I can't even like.
Hear the crowd.
Yeah, like I can't even hear the crowd. Actually, there was one other time Jeff Hardy beat CM Punk in Philly for the WWE World Heavyweight title, and I was at Night of Champions that night, and that was like the second time because people were kind of pissed that CM Punk lost, and they just made like the Jeff Hardy moment like seem so much bigger than it kind of was. But yeah, John Cena. I mean, Roman Reigns winning that night toppled anything I've almost ever heard in wrestling. That was incredible.
You know it's bad when they're booing when The Rock is out there.
Yeah, that ain't good. I bet the Rock was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
They hate me now? Fuck you."
This is my cousin, please. Oh man, no, that's funny.
I just wanted to ask you one thing real quick. Like when Nikos was on, he said Beefcake Charlie had like a chafing problem and his like legs smelled real bad.
Oh.
So I wanted to know if that was true. Or if you had any experience where like something nasty was going on.
I don't think that's ever happened to me. I did wrestle him.
Yeah.
With
Delroy.
Yeah, I remember
yes,
that.
with Delroy and it was a 6-man.
Yeah.
And Snitsky. And no, I didn't have that problem. Not that I recall. How recent was that?
Like cheese.
Was that very recent?
I don't know.
A couple months ago.
It's probably a couple months ago.
Yeah? I don't know. Next time I wrestle him, I'll let you know.
But nobody.
I think he was just talking.
Yeah, maybe he was just talking. I know he's a funny guy, so maybe he was just talking. I don't know.
You never experienced anything like that in the ring where like the other guy was like, you were like, damn, your gloves stink.
No, other than
As a matter of fact, maybe that has happened. Now that I'm thinking, I don't remember who, but I think that may have happened once, and I think it's Jordan might have been there because I think I remember going up to Jordan and be like, "Yo, he fucking reeked." But I don't know. Maybe it was just a locker room incident or something. I don't know, but I think that's happened once. I don't know.
Yeah, man. That's funny. All right, you guys have anything else?
so other than Roman Reigns, John Cena, right now, are there some dream matches out there that you want to have? If you were your own booker,
With guys that are in WWE right now, or just in general?
just any, other than Roman Reigns and Cena.
I would definitely in the indies right now, and I've been telling people this when I feel I'm ready, because actually Chad approached me with this opportunity, and I just don't feel like I'm ready for it. But Ricochet,
Really?
Wow.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
I love him. I think he's great.
he's awesome.
I heard of him and Leo killed it.
Oh yeah.
I just don't feel right now is my time to face him. I feel like he's way, way above everybody.
Yeah.
Like Leo, I was like, all right, I need Leo because it's time for me to get my name out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got 1.7 thousand views on that match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was a good match for me. Ricochet, I want to wait another year or two, and then I'll be like, all right, give me Ricochet, and I think it'll get me even further to where I am now.
Oh yeah.
Shane Strickland's another guy. Guys in WWE I'd like to face at some point, or formerly was in WWE, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
I would love to
definitely.
wrestle him. I look up to him a lot.
Yeah.
He's another guy.
Plus, after facing Leo, you can handle it too.
Yeah.
It's not like
I think that'd be sick. You and Ricochet.
oh,
man.
that'd be nuts.
definitely
I would
sick.
love that. I would love that match.
Kinda
Maybe at the end of this year if I feel I got it.
want to see you versus Cody.
I would love to face Cody Rhodes. I would love to. If somebody called me tomorrow and was like, we're going to put you with Cody Rhodes. Yes, I'll cancel any booking I got that day. Just give me Cody Rhodes. I would love that. He's phenomenal. I'm happy he left WWE. He's doing so much
He's
better.
doing so much better now.
So much
yeah.
better. Because he's worth so much more than
He
what they had.
deserved. Yeah. Like,
That stupid Stardust thing was so stupid.
so stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, so with like WWE and like TNA, Ring of Honor, everybody just like scooping up like independent talent, and like you actually working close with like some of these guys like Anthony Bowens. How like what do you do to kind of like try to make yourself like stand out amongst like all the talent?
I mean, just be different. I mean, I would look at what they all got, see how they are, and just completely be somebody else, somebody that they've never seen before. And if that means I got to change the way my hair looks, paint myself blue, I don't know. I just got to look different than everybody else. And that's things that like Anthony has told me when he was at tryouts. Like they like people that look different. Not everybody has to be like super big or super small. Like Enzo stands out because of the way his hair is and how he can talk.
Yeah,
So like, they look for things like that, and like guys that are different. Like another guy that I also look up to in the Indies, James Riley. I'm pretty sure you guys know him. He just came back from a tryout. He gave me great advice. I would just want to be different than everybody else and show them that. Yeah, because I know I don't think I'm growing anymore. To be honest with you, I don't. I think I'm just gonna be 5'5" and that's it. And I don't know. Maybe I want to grow a little more. I think my stature right now and playing the character I'm playing right now is getting me pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm almost 18 and people think I'm 14.
Yeah.
Like I was watching my Brooklyn match and the commentators were like, "Is he 14? I think he's still 14. He's not even supposed to be here." So I'm like, "Oh, maybe this will work out." I think that like my dream thing that if WWE was to take me in as an extra, like to do something with Braun Strowman, is to have me as a kid in the front row. and he takes me and throws me around. I think the crowd would shit. I think they'd be like, holy shit, he's beating up this little ass kid. Because I mean, I'm so small, you wouldn't be able to tell.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but that's my one thing.
Oh man, see, you should have ate all that candy. You would have grew taller, man.
Yeah.
That'd be
So it
awesome.
was.
I need like the Jack Beanstalk seeds. Maybe that will help.
Nah, don't the boots? Don't they say the boots add like 2 inches?
Yes,
See,
but I wear wrestling shoes though.
Oh, okay.
And kick
I got you.
pads.
I got you.
I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat people.
Get some boots. You'd be 5'7".
Yeah, true. Probably 5'7", 5'8",
man.
around there.
Oh, that's good. All
Well,
right.
people are tweeting about this. Oh, they're messaging me about it. I'll answer that later.
So, as far as upcoming shows, do you have anything that's coming up?
Well, I got this Saturday. I'm tagging up Shelly Martinez to face Gibbs and his girlfriend Antoinette Marie.
Nice.
Next week is on the 10th. It's me and Jordan tagging up against Dillinger and Hedges at UWA, and then the day after I double shot UWA. I don't know what I'm doing. SWF later on that night I face Jordan. If I look at my calendar, I'll know exactly where I'm going. I'll know what matches I got. I'm supposed to be in ECPW on the 18th. That just happened. I don't know who I'm facing there. March 24th, Pro Wrestling Explosion in Denellen. I'm doing something with rookies. I don't know exactly. I think it's a battle royal over there. And then March 31st in SWF. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I just got UWA SWF. I might be doing something in New York again. That's in the works. And then May 13th, JCPW. I always get that mixed. Against Smiley again. That's another guy.
Third one, yeah.
The third match. The tiebreaker. That was fun. The crowd really liked that. Kyle Cutts got involved in our match. I dove, and he went right in front, and I got scared. I thought it was a fan. I thought I killed him, and it was him. I'm like, oh, my God, he's such an idiot.
And as far as social media, where can fans find you at?
KC Wrestles on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to add me on Snapchat, you can. It's CNAV Killer. Then Facebook, you can get me Christian Michael Navarro, or just type Kid Christian, like my page.
That's funny, man. You see the youth there, Snapchat. Nobody else has Snapchat.
I got
Until you
Snap.
came on here. That's
Me-
the only one that
I got Snap. I know if Jordan was on here, he'd do that. So I stole it before he did it. So he's going to be mad at me about that. Because he was talking about that. He's like, I'm going to start telling people my Snapchat. He actually just came up with this idea that he's going to get buttons with his Snapchat like code or whatever.
Yeah, that's smart.
And he was like, I'm going to start putting over Snapchat. Well, haha, Jordan. I did it first. So now it's my thing.
Oh, man. Well, man, we thank you for coming through.
Thanks.
It was a great interview. Thanks for answering our questions.
No problem. No problem.
We hope to talk to you soon, man.
Yeah, whenever you guys want. I'll come back. I love this. This is fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you. And everybody, make sure you check us out, WrestlingIQ101.com, Twitter, Instagram, WrestlingIQ101. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and we are out.